One more time, G. Let's hear the plan. Let's hear the plan. One more time.
Paul,
I just got a couple notes I need to clear up.
So, when the war will end, I hope it ends sooner than later.
Okay.
But for it to end, they have to be in a position where
number one,
the Ukrainians have all that they can reasonably expect, we can reasonably expect to get to them in order to provide for their physical security and their defenses. And so one does not relate to the other.
Number one again, please.
We're going to be providing another.
You're just being disrespectful.
I guess I'll announce it shortly, but another $800 million
Yeah, check that.
in aid
like this.
for additional weaponry, including
I don't know what it was.
weapons, including air defense system, as well as offensive weapons.
Right.
I have a whole list I'd be happy to give to you. But,
he's going to give you the list.
That's the next tranche that's going to occur.
He's going to give the list to the media, who's going to publish the list so the Russians know exactly what the Ukrainians are going to get, so they know. Okay, we got it.
Okay. Whew. Wow. All right. So now, could be the top 5 of all time.
Oh,
Crazy Town, G.
Enough.
The only president we've got. Roll it.
Oh, boy.
I think we can all agree that this has been a historic NATO summit. I talked about the need for us to reconsider the makeup of NATO, how it functioned, and come up with a different strategy for NATO and how we work together. And in addition to that, we've invited 2 new members to join NATO. It was a historic act. Some of the American press will remember when I got a phone call from the leader of Finland saying, could he come and see me? We got the telephone. He suggested we call the leader of Switzerland. My goodness, I'm getting really anxious here about expanding NATO. Sweden. Oh. And what happened was, I got on the phone and she asked if she could come the next day to want to talk about joining NATO. Allies across the board are stepping up to exceed our 2% of GDP commitment that they make. Together, deploying more assets and capabilities to bolster our alliances across all domains: land, air, sea, cyber, and space. We've reaffirmed that our Article 5 commitment is sacred. And an attack on one is an attack on all, and we will defend every inch of NATO territory. And all of this is against the backdrop of our response to Russia's aggression. Look, the United States is doing exactly what I said we would do if Putin invaded. He wanted the Finlandization of NATO.
What?
He used it
He
right
got
again.
the NATOization of Finland. Just think about this. That's what he thought. Now NATO and Sweden are closer than ever.
It's like an 8-year-old who just learned the
joining,
word and he's
and this
proud.
will occur. We're more united than ever. We provided Ukraine with nearly $7 billion in security assistance since I took office. We are going to stick with Ukraine, and all of the alliance are going to stick with Ukraine as long as it takes to, in fact, make sure that they are not defeated by Ukraine. In Ukraine by Russia.
Okay.
We also launched what started off to be the Build Back Better notion, but it's morphed into the Partnership for Global Infrastructure and Investment. It helps bring millions of dollars up to, before it's all over, up to possibly $1 trillion of private sector money off the sidelines. $600 billion in just the next few years. As you heard me say before, when I think climate, I think jobs. We're moving to a place that reflects the realities of the second quarter of the 21st century. And the first question I'm told is Darlene Superville from the Associated Press.
2 questions, please.
Oh, gosh.
Of course.
How do you explain this to those people who feel the country is going in the wrong direction? When you put all of this together, it amounts to an America that is going backward.
They do not think that. You haven't found one person, one world leader to say America's going backwards. I can understand why the American people are frustrated because of inflation. But inflation is higher in almost every other country. Prices in the pump are higher in almost every other country. But I have not seen anyone come up to me do anything other than, nor have you heard them say anything other than, thank you for America's leadership. I'm supposed to go down the list here.
Of course he is.
Jim,
My boss told me don't.
the second part of the question?
How long is it fair to expect American drivers and drivers around the world to pay that premium for this war?
As long as it takes. We've delegated a commission, a group of our national security people to sit down, and so we could have immediate relief in terms of the reduction of the elimination of temporary elimination of the gas tax. The reason why gas prices are up is because of Russia.
Of course.
Russia.
Say it
And
3
your
times.
views on abortion have evolved in the public life. Are you the best messenger to carry this forward when Democrats, many of them, many progressives, want you to do?
Yeah, I am. I'm the President of the United States of America. That makes me the best messenger. And so,
You're awesome.
I'm,
Best messenger. Yeah.
And so,
All right.
I'm the only president they got. All right, guys.
That we know of.
No, there's no such thing as a quick one. I'm out of here. Thank you all very much.
That's a T-shirt. That's a T-shirt right there.
I'm out of here. Mic drop.
Do you think they spelled NATO and then OTAN, NATO backwards in case, Joe thinks he's lost, falls down, looks up, and he has to read it upside down so he knows he's still at NATO? Wait. He's so lost. He's so lost.
Man.
I'm out of here.
He's so
That's a good
lost.
presidential sign off. I like that.
Yeah.
I'm out of here.
Peace out, biatch.
There's no quick one. He said, I'm out of here. Yeah. Okay.
Beautiful.